Okay, I'd like to call to order this regular board meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation, PBS Guam. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. The time is, come on, 12:31. Okay, you have the minutes of March 21st.
Present.
Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of myself here. The date, the time, call to order, and attendance. Please state your name and your position as we go around the table, starting with
Judy Flores, Secretary.
Donovan Brooks, Chair.
Rosemary Clement, member.
Lorraine Hernandez, Administrative Officer.
Ina Carrillo, GM.
Oh, no sound.
Let me try. Senor, let me try just calling and putting you on speaker. John, will that work?
Yeah, that'll work.
Shit, I'm only 6%.
Okay, let the record show that we're attempting to contact Mr. Francis audio.
Oh, the feedback. Same.
Why?
Because the mics. Okay, let me try something else. I'm gonna hang up for now. John, what can we do? Is there another solution because there's too much feedback? Call in from the phone maybe or no?
Do you have him in the control room?
Let me try giving him my phone. Maybe they can do it through the control room.
You're recording, right? Okay.
Okay, resuming the regular board meeting for May 2nd, 2024. We are at review and approval of the minutes dated March 21st.
Well, we need to bring in to
Oh, we have not yet brought in and recognized Senior Francis.
The audio is pretty low, so you probably have to hold the phone up to the mic for LG.
John?
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Joey, just say your name.
We're doing roll call.
Okay, so just to complete roll call, this is Joey from SM
Okay.
And
room.
that works.
Yes.
Thanks, Joey. Nice to see you. Okay. Now,
review.
review and approval of the minutes dated March 21.
And I move to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
I liked how that went.
Aye.
Thank you, Joey. The manager's report to the board.
Okay, I'll try to make it quick. Okay, so regarding administration, our CPB reporting, our auditors have not finished our audit as of the extended deadline of April 30th. We're asking CPB, we are going to be forced to ask CPB for an additional extension, and at this point, we're the last station nationwide to submit annual reports. We're probably going to face a penalty of our grant to CPB. I did send some correspondence this morning because the auditors were asking for a May 15th deadline. That's going to be like right in the middle of annual meetings, so I'm asking them to finish no later than April 10th so that we could upload the necessary reports to CPB and, at least have been submitted by our annual meeting. I've also CC'd the Guam Public Auditor and what's his name? Thomas, who is our
Audit.
he's our auditor. He's our auditor with OPA. So hopefully we can get it done by May 10th. But this has really been. We started this whole process since November, and it really is not acceptable. Our budget increase request to the senators, I've attached in your packet the letter that was submitted to the senators from the board for a budget increase. It was submitted on April 12th, and that you have for your information.
I have a question on the audit. Mm-hmm. Can we do a letter to them raising the issue of having them assume the liability of whatever penalty we face?
I can definitely write that letter.
Okay, maybe we can't pull it off, but we should
At least
certainly make
request.
them think about it.
Requesting.
Let them know that we're thinking about it.
Okay.
I concur. Definitely.
Subsidize
I
our
agree.
penalties. Okay, or offset the penalties with the, requesting to offset the penalties with their professional fee.
Put them to pay it.
It's their.
Yeah, it's been months. December, January, February, March, April, May. Now 6 months. Yeah, and PBS, we're one of the smallest agencies. There's not really that much to audit here. Okay, I will definitely write that letter.
Okay.
Regarding our travel report, the 2024 NAB show took place from April 13th to April 17th in Las Vegas at the Convention Center. It's an annually produced show by the National Association of Broadcasters in Las Vegas. I was pleasantly surprised that as we registered, PBS reached out to all of us for a mixer for PBS employees. And then there was a separate GM's reception the next day. So there was quite a bit of presence from PBS. It seems like it seems like the staff attends this conference regularly. NAB is basically the premier advocacy association for America's broadcasters. It advances radio and TV interests in legislative, regulatory, and public affairs through advocacy, education, and innovation. PBS enables broadcasters to better serve their communities, strengthen their business, and seize new opportunities in the new digital age. The show has been produced annually since 1991, and the theme of the show every year is where content comes to life, and it's a global gathering now. I mean, just in our hotel alone, there was people from Switzerland, Scandinavia. There was some Germans and some Chinese people attending NAB. Basically, there was over 1,600 exhibitors showcasing new innovations and 65,000 trade visitors looking to improve their engagement rates and reach more viewers and listeners. Basically, this year's show, their showcase focused on AI and everything. AI in sports, AI in just gathering data, in production. And we look to take advantage of that with some of the programs. Sean and Kenji were able to make contacts with a bunch of people. Our main mission in going to NAB was to try to find something suitable for us for the on-the-go van, because we're replacing our OB van, and that's kind of a project that's been on the back burner. But we do have funding for it. We were able to get some ARP funding. $97,000 is what we have in reserve for the OB van. And I'm pleased to say that we did find some vendors that we would be able to build a van, production van within that budget, with the shipping. So Sean and Kenji are working on procurement. We, of course, need 3 different quotes to move forward. And hopefully we should be doing that by the summertime. So I'm happy about that. Here are some pictures of the show. It was huge. The Las Vegas Convention Center spans over 3 different halls, each over 300 square feet. It was just, at first I didn't think that, you need a whole week to do the show, but you really just do. I mean, we kind of made a thing of counting our steps, and I think Sean was doing like 25,000 plus steps a day. And this is just going to the show, going to classes, going back to the show, going back to classes. So I think, they were able to take some good courses in broadcast and integrating broadcast and AI, and then also streaming and stuff. So
Sorry, who are you talking about?
Sean and Kenji, they also attended. Yeah. Not only that, they were able to see how to properly use some of the equipment. So we have some equipment that we have just been not even scratching the surface as far as capabilities. So like we have a Black Magic system where we just have base model equipment, but there's it could just do so much more. And so it is really helpful for them to go and talk to the vendors. We were also talking to some of the vendors that we are trying to for engineering equipment that could be possibly used up in Barrigada. That was helpful also. And we even met this big truck on the bottom here. This is the vendor that built our current OB van. Now, this truck here is like $3.2 million. Of course, ours is not anything near there, but the picture right next to it is inside the van. It's like a full-on studio with a sound suite next door. We don't need any of that, but it was interesting to see. They were the ones who actually remembered us. They were like, yeah, we did some work. We were like, yeah, that's our.
How old is the van that you're replacing?
When did we get that thing?
That's about 17 years, 19.
Wow.
91 is.
But they knew that they had built it.
Yeah.
We had to confirm with John Munoz, and he's like, yeah, that's the one. So, yeah. So that was interesting that we stumbled upon that. But I feel like we were able to really take a look at the different options for not only OB-VAN, but broadcasting using AI. Because everybody seems to be doing it now, and it's not even as expensive or unattainable as we thought. So I think it was a great show for us to attend, and I really think that that like the station will benefit from us going as we're going to be able to procure and actually narrow down the specs to what exactly we want in a van instead of it being so generic, right? Now we kind of we know what they spent quite some time with the OB vans and how they were building it out in the process and what flow works better in a van instead of us just trying to build it from scratch. It's on the go broadcast van.
On the go.
Yeah. So basically, it's a news studio, or it's a production studio on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was very helpful for us. Regarding the station renovation, we're currently waiting for the MOU to be completely executed. Lorraine and I have, we need to then update the MOU with corresponding bank accounts, account information for the funding. Once the MOU is completed and completely processed and executed, we'll be able to then communicate with the contractor for groundbreaking. In the meantime, we are also working, I was also researching the time capsule project because that kind of is going to be we were doing that together. And we found the following capsules for the boards to review and consider. It's actually a separate attachment if you look at it here. So I wanted to get an idea of what size
Right there.
capsule we
Here?
wanted.
The packet over there on the other side.
Oh, this?
Yes.
It looks like a bunch of it looks like a shopping thing.
It's this one. This one.
I don't even know where mine is. So for something like this is about $2,800 for the first one. And if you could see, it's not really a big picture, but there's a kind of like a realistic, a virtual kind of shot of what the size would be. It's probably up to the guy's chest. So that's the extra large. I couldn't find anything larger than that. And it's about $2,800. And I would say give or take $300 or $400 for shipping. The next size,
Rectangular.
yeah, this is like a rectangular, like a metal box. This one's, I think, around $1,700. And of course, we can get these things engraved with, whatever we want to engrave with, and also a date. And then I found this option that looked kind of interesting. This is also under $2,000 range. So it looks like the time capsule will be around $2,000. Oh no, this one, I'm sorry, is $1,200 for this kind of,
1,100.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just something you put paper things in, photos and.
Yeah, I think production's wanting to put one of our broken cameras in there.
If it's not
and some,
obsolete when it's open, right?
yeah,
Here's some,
yeah. I think we're gonna put like a thumb drive. I think they were just joking around and saying they wanted to put like a Pepsi or a Coke in there, some kind of like modern media thing. And then of course
something like.
we should have a letter maybe from the board.
Be obsolete when, I mean,
Yeah.
when people are like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. That's why we're thinking if we put a thumb drive, will they know what to do with it, or like will they have
thumb drive?
I
They
think
wouldn't know.
will they have anything to activate it? But I'm sure
everything
we'll see.
on the thumb drive should be printed and
Oh yes, that makes sense. Yeah, we could do that too.
It can't be something that depends on a machine from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be
I
on
mean,
paper.
things So many things are obsolete.
Yeah, so we have to think about what we would like to put in here, and then also what size capsule. I say we just get the extra large capsule, and it's gonna, it would, I don't know, it would give us, ability to put a variety of things in there. And definitely the guys could put their camera in or whatever they wanted to.
Well, photos, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
laminated or
photo.
something.
Yeah, maybe we had to laminate it or something.
Photos, newspaper articles.
Well, it's airtight, so, once you put the stuff in and seal it, you kind of just,
I think it's a really cool idea. I'm excited for that. So that is the time capsule. We can talk more offline about it, about size and stuff like that, and then figure it out. All right, next.
figure out a place to put it also. You probably have to work with the,
The contractor to
well, we
see.
don't want to hide it too,
Maybe we can embed it
much.
in the wall or
some
something.
kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Where it's easily accessible.
And then we
yet-
can put a plaque or something.
Yeah, like that.
Before we go on, someone put June here, it's May.
Oh, that was me then. Sorry. Okay, our quarterly report, FCC has been finalized, and the list of quarterly issues and programs for the first quarter of 2024 has been uploaded to the station's profile as of Monday, April 1st. It's just something we do every quarter, and I realize I never even report on it, but yes, we've been doing that. There is an adjustment request I'd like to make regarding the NAB conference. So the hotel accommodations for this show that was allotted by the board, basically that was in line with the GSA, what is it, the travel administration or something, what is it? General
Agency.
US GSA.
Like a standard fee rate.
Yes, that's published. The hotel accommodations that we actually had were above the total per diem that we gave to Sean and Kenji, actually also to me. So I was wondering if the board would be able to approve a reimbursement for the difference in price for the cost of the hotel that exceeded the approved per diem. And this is what we've done with like PBMA and the annual where the conferences where we stay at the actual hotel of the conference. Usually PBS will pay the board and pay the hotel and then just pay the difference in the per diem for just incidental and meals. So I'm asking that we revert to that and pay the difference because I think the boys' per diem checks were about $800, but the hotel itself was $11.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to cover the difference on my card for the hotels. I just charged my card for
How many people?
just us
Oh,
three,
just
us
you?
three.
Three.
And we did do, so the convention center is attached to the monorail. So what we did was we looked at all the hotels on the monorail and and we stayed at the cheapest one. So, and that was the Sahara, which is the furthest one, yeah. So,
So it's $300 for 3 people, or $200?
oh, I have a thing here,
Yep, the purchase order, the
request.
requisition.
I don't think my packet is
That's a big difference.
It is, because the problem was the taxes, the hotel tax and everything that
The
was,
resort fee.
Yeah.
There's a resort fee, there's a,
so the difference is $1,741.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 people?
For 3 people, for all 3 of us.
Right.
It's like almost $580.33 per person.
$1,741.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think moving forward, we were just going to do the hotel and then pay, instead of the full per diem, that's stated on GSA, we're just going to pay meals and incidentals and then just cover the hotel because it's more and more nowadays, hotels are not in line with what GSA is paying for, it was like something like $99 or something, and there's no hotels that are $99. Our hotel was like $200 something a day, and that was the cheapest one. Others go up to like $500 in Vegas. So maybe they have to readjust that somehow.
Okay. So this is the
Yes.
Reimbursement request.
It's on the agenda.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, then I can move forward.
Yeah.
Regarding engineering, we continue to work and replace or upgrade our system in Barrigada at the transmitter site so that it's compatible with now the point-to-point that we just had installed. We have reached out to multiple vendors and received quotes and are ready to procure. That is also part of the agenda, and I have the procurement documents here, so we can do that later. Also regarding the microwave, the point-to-point replacement, we still have to address this after completing the Ethernet point-to-point and transmitter upgrade. John Munoz is aware of the procurement deadlines, and as soon as we replace the broadcast equipment, we will be starting procurement for the microwave, and that is our secondary broadcast. Our secondary broadcast option for Barrigada Heights. Also, we are ready to procure 2 emergency generators. I have procurement documents here. We can do that also. And this was not budgeted, but we received funds from emergency funds from CPB to procure the generators. So we'll be doing that also today. Our YouTube stream has been taken down. There is a geofencing issue that cannot be resolved quickly. Actually, we can resolve it. We can geofence here on Guam. What geofencing means, we have our YouTube stream. We need to geofence it, so that means that only people within our allocated area, like whatever, Guam and CNMI, will receive the broadcast feed because it's national programming and there's copyrights and stuff, syndication laws and agreements. So we need a geofence to Guam, and we weren't doing that in the past. So I have informed John Munya about that. We can geofence, but the problem is once we do that, we will not be able to open it up again. We have to request with YouTube to cancel geofencing, which will take time. And we don't want to do that because when we have events like Liberation or any local programming, we want that to be worldwide and not just geofence to Guam. So the option is, do we geofence and be in compliance? Do we geofence so that we could have a YouTube stream of our programming, right? But that really just limits our viewership to Guam and CNMI. Or do we just not geofence do we just not geofence and take the stream down and only stream when we have local programming?
Where would you stream it?
There is the PBS app that has 24-hour local content, right? As soon as it automatically geofences you. So like if I'm signing in from Guam or CNMI, I'm going to get the Guam feed. If I'm traveling to New York or California, or I would get their local feed, even though I'm from Guam. So I just decided that, okay, we take the stream down, we reserve it for local content, and then we push PBS app, which we'll be doing on broadcast and social media. So if people want to see, if you want to see PBS programming, they just have to download the app.
If someone in North Carolina wants to see the parade,
they will have access, yes. I felt like having a national access to our local programming was more important than giving people in our area yet another way to watch when they can just download the app. Mm-hmm. Download the app, you can see our programming, that's where you go, If you want to see local programming, we're going to have it on YouTube. So otherwise, things like Liberation, where we get 50,000 views, from all over the world, we wouldn't have that. It would just be strictly to Guam. And we are really known for local especially Liberation. Not only that, things like PBS University, UOG Sports, all of that stuff. And we plan to be doing more sports after the OB van comes. But, all of that local programming that we produce will not be accessible online out of Guam, so I don't know. We're just going to push the app. If you want to watch us, go to the app. It's just as easy as going to YouTube. YouTube is also an app, and we'll just have to push that separately. Not separately, but in our marketing now. It'll be like tune into stream local content or look at our local content on YouTube, stream live on the PBS app. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, it's sad we can't do it, but it's not really a deal breaker for me.
Do we stream live on Facebook at any point?
Oh, no, we can do it. It takes a lot of bandwidth, and it's not the clearest. So we can do it when we can do it. And also, depending on the content, Facebook and Instagram limits, like there's time limit for streams, right? Like you can do a Facebook Live, maybe up to a couple hours, and that's it. After that, you get cut off. So, and then it stops, and you have to re-up, and then stops and re-up. So it won't be like a continuous program.
Okay.
So that's the issue with those guys.
Yeah, we tried doing the parade.
Yeah, it just wasn't stable. It's so, it depends on the data. It gets blurry or not, and people were just getting upset. So we're like, just go to YouTube. It's clear there.
Well, honestly, I'm more concerned about us getting a live broadcast over the air back on rather than more so than YouTube stream. So.
Well, our live stuff will be on. It is on the PBS app. So everything that we broadcast.
No, I'm saying I'm more concerned in getting our broadcast capability back up.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Same here. The YouTube thing to me is not a big thing. Viewers still are able to view our content online via the app. It's not detrimental to our broadcast.
Good.
All right. For production and development, production's really been doing a lot of projects this month to include our FESPEC documentary, which is the big thing for this whole quarter. We're currently in pre-production and production phase. Our team completed multiple set plots. I think in our last meeting we were in the middle of a jungle in here. They were also script writing and working on 6 different interviews. They also did FESPAC orientation that had just recently happened and have been shooting delegate rehearsals. Development also is seeking underwriting for this project. I think we already have a couple underwriters. We continue to provide GovGuam Live services for the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, Guam Election Commission, Contractors License Board, and then also public notices to several agencies and the legislature or senators.
For a fee?
Yes. In addition, we finished up editing the 2024 board, or one of the spots for the board initiative, PSA initiative, the distracted driving campaign. There was that 30-second emergency vehicle PSA, and that was
good.
the one with the instructions on what to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Joey had requested for that like in February, I think, or something, end of a meeting in January or February. So I'm glad we were able to complete that, and we're running that. We started running it the day after I posted it on the board chat, and it will continue to run to the end of the year, hopefully maybe into January, because there's still that holiday driving congestion in January.
Some way that can get on those in-house televisions at the hotels, because I had.
We are. PBS is a must carry, so we are.
Okay, because I had an experience with a Japanese lady driving a kid, obviously a tourist, and I mean she just kind of freaked out. Well, it does make you freak out when you hear all these sounds. First of all, you're not sure whether they're coming at you.
Where it's coming from.
And I mean, this lady was she almost caused an accident because she didn't know the rules. And although a lot of local people don't know the rules also. But I'm just saying it's really scary and that happens quite often.
I think we're in the hotels because we're a must carry, so usually, and we're also in Saipan too, so it'll air there too.
Maybe we can have Clifford the big red dog greeting people at the airport.
Maybe.
Not really serious.
The Bureau of Women's Affairs. Also, thank you, Senor, for that suggestion. That was a good spot. the Bureau of Women's Affairs, we're working on a PSA with them regarding interpersonal relationships, and there was a shoot in Barragata at the Barragata Mayor's office. It's another MOU that we have with that agency. So they are they have contracted or. There's a memo of understanding for us to do this production work for them, and we're billing them for that. We're also doing another project for PBS University Higher Learning. It's the Guam Philharmonic season finale concert, and it's actually going to be a musical PBS University. It encompasses not only just the Philharmonic group, but also a bunch of the school choirs. In this last month, we've done shoots for the Harvest Choir and then Simon Sanchez concert, in addition to the Philharmonic concert. The UOG of Guam Congressional Assembly was held yesterday from 2 to 4 p.m. Production also streamed and broadcasted this assembly. It was almost it wasn't a debate, but I guess it was an assembly. We had four candidates attended and were able to answer questions from the random questions from the I think it was the political science group. Development was able to secure about $2,000 in underwriting from 3 candidates.
Candidates?
So they sought underwriting, like sponsorship opportunities from, I think, the committee, Ginger Cruz's committee. I don't know what the formal name is. She sponsored at $1,000, and then we had the Congressman Moylan's committee, and Sabrina Salas also came in at $500.
Mr. St. Nicholas?
No.
But he was there.
He was there, yeah. We did ask everyone. We asked all the mayors, the senators, everyone who picked up a packet from the election commission, all the candidates for congressional,
At the university?
It was at the university in the lecture hall.
No.
It's on our YouTube. You could watch it. I can send
I
it.
did watch the stream part of it.
It was about 2 hours. We also produced about 6 episodes now of Academic Challenge Bowl. This is part of an MOU that we have with the Department of Education. And they are currently in post-production. They're being prepared, and we should be airing them soon. We have also integrated a new system for waivers, like talent waivers. It's called Waiver Sign. It's a subscription-based service that will increase production management efficiency and basically reduce paperwork, and it'll help us with filing also as we migrate to digital online talent liability forms. So basically, instead of us running around to all the talent and having them sign this piece of paper, we can have them digitally sign it. It saves it, stores it under the project, and it's safe, and we have it. We don't have to manage it anymore with paperwork. Just last weekend, we did the Lip Dub Challenge award ceremony. That was a success. PBS partnered with Thrive Media. Our production team is currently working on a package show to broadcast on our air. The award ceremony was April 27th, Saturday, April 27th at the Micronesian Mall Center Court. Winners were Southern High School. They took the grand prize for the large schools, and Father Duenas took the grand prize for small school division. Here's our profit and loss statement attached. You could see that, so because we were partnering with Thrive Media, they basically spearheaded their event, and they, asked us to partner with them. There was a revenue split. So total revenue was about $23,000, and we had about $18,000 of in-kind services. After the split, PBS shares about $8,000, and Thrive shares about $11,000, and that is after we gave cash prize, $4,000 of cash prize to the kids.
Can you
Yeah.
tell me what's this lip dub?
Lip dub is like it's like a video.
Music video.
Yes,
Oh.
it's like the schools. We challenged the high school seniors to make a music video that's uncut. So it's just one long video. They cannot edit it, so they really have to plan like what they're gonna do. So I can send the link to some of the videos. It's really cool. There's music. They have to lip sync to the music. And it's like one fluid video where they're running through the school and there's different scenes without any editing. So it really takes
Was GW in it?
GW. No, GW was going through, they did sign up, I think, but then they pulled out because they were going through accreditation and I think they just couldn't get it. They couldn't get it together in time
I'd like
for the
to-
deadline.
If there's a link, I'd really like to.
Yeah, we had I want to say 7 schools: Academy, ND, FD, Southern High, Tiedzin High, Ukadu, and one more school. 7 participate. And yeah, it was a real successful event. And it was our first time working with Thrive Media and with Alter Ego. And I want to say, like, if you combine, so part of the way the winners were determined by the amount of social or online activity, right? You had to watch the videos online on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. You had to watch it. They really like counted all the engagement. You had to like it. If you shared it, they aggregated all of this data, shares, likes, watch it, views, in addition to go to the website and vote. So they looked for total engagement, and they had over 1 million clicks.
Wow.
So I really like the group because not only are they very easy to work with, there's a good synergy between PBS and Thrive.
People thrive.
Thrive Media, they're like a data solutions company, and they have a real heavy social presence. They have different social pages that they manage, but
Is that just a Guam company?
yes, they're a Guam company run by some local boys, and they just have they have a huge reach, and it's I like the fact that we work well together, and that we're able to really like use each other's strengths to both to benefit our project.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, so that was pretty successful, and I'm very happy about that. And we hope to work with them soon again. I have the readathon profit and loss statement. I know we were trying to get it into the last meeting, but we had our readathon award ceremony. We didn't complete this award ceremony, and I know there was some expenses after that. So, I know it's kind of hard to see. Total revenue that we received for readathon was $70,432.07. This encompassed not only sponsorship and underwriting from local businesses, but the pledges again from the students. So in pledges from the students, we got $64,152.07, and then we had about $6,280. I think that's an 8. $6,280 and $6,280 in underwriting revenue. So for a total of $70,432.07. In-kind donations for readathon, we got about $20,020 of in-kind donations. It consists of things like books, gift certificates for the kids,
Plane ticket.
all the different prizes, a lot of prizes. Not to mention the airfare tickets to Disneyland that we gave away. Japan Airlines gave us the 2 tickets. We got some TVs for the teacher prizes from Dow Rent, all kinds of stuff. We really got the business community really pulled through for us, and you could see the support that they give to PBS. Just here in the numbers, $26,000 of in-kind donations. for this project. Expense-wise, with all the prizes, I don't know if you remember, but like around December and January, we were ordering like some random things, 56 tablets and 194 scooters. Total prizes came up to be about, not only prizes, but expenses, $31,558. So after applying, after all the expenses, we netted about almost $38,875. If you add the in-kind, it goes up to $64,000. So not too bad. We've been trying to grow the readathon, and actually I've been hearing some, like some of the teachers are saying that IRAs are feeling a little threatened now because their numbers they're going down as ours are going up. And it's just because we give really good prizes in the kids. And not only that, but we've tried to integrate not only all these cool prizes, but the fact that there's a reading calendar now, a calendar now, and they have to read a certain amount of blocks, 15-minute blocks, in addition to pledges to get the prize. So the teachers like it, the parents like it.
I think the IRA, I haven't been teaching in school in a long time, but that used to be like a really big thing, and we went once a month to hotels, and writers of children's books would come, and it was like and it seems to have piffled out. I don't even know anything about the IRA anymore.
They're not very.
But it was very vibrant. It was a very vibrant.
Before, yes.
Seemed to. I don't know. What happened.
So I'm happy in the direction that the readathon is taking. And of course, we want bigger numbers and more participation, and hopefully, as the school students and the teachers and the coordinators are saying that, we really do put a big effort into trying to get the best prizes for the kids, just to motivate them, because it's really about, school youth literacy, right, and promoting that, and it's perfectly aligned with our mission. So it's a great event that we're excited to do again. September, October. It's a lot of work, but we're happy to do it. And then finally, procurement. I have the 2 items for procurement.
One question. What are we going to do with the old van? Do you have a plan yet?
I was thinking of that.
No, I don't even have a plan for that.
Okay.
But
Expect you'll find one.
so I know that. So the issue with the old van is the brakes basically don't work. And it really needs like some engine work. So.
But you just sell it as is.
Yeah, we probably would take the racks off. But yeah, it really is.
We can use it for storage.
We've taken good care of it. We've taken pretty good care of it. It's been in the garage, so it hasn't really been exposed to the elements.
Because we have a lot of, equipments that can be locked up.
I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas on what we can do with the van? It would be good maybe for like another mobile.
Yeah, no, please.
It could be good for another mobile library that the library has, but they really have to put some investment into the engine.
So many
The
abandoned
problem
cars.
is just the parts for that.
Yeah.
Engine parts, and because it's so old.
But the stuff in it, like the camera stuff and all that.
We would take it out and put in the new van.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. It's just like the skeleton, like the racks. Maybe we could also remove those, but we could also leave them in.
I think it served its time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a write-off
Yeah, no.
at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, we don't have to
Yeah.
get anything out of it. Just get it out of the way.
I know the last time the guys were talking about driving the van, they were scared because the brakes weren't working and they were going so slow and it wasn't stopping. And I was like, then don't drive it.
No, you don't want to.
So yeah, we might be like at a position where we have to tow the thing for like liberation.
Can you actually write off something like that if it's a part of the company's property?
Yeah, because it's depreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depreciation's
I-
really
I'm
low.
just-
Faded out.
Probably done that a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
We did it with the van outside. We had a van. I don't even know what year that van is. That old van that's
So
finally written off.
2,000.
Okay. Just wanted to ask
Okay.
a question. Okay, do we have, I didn't see financials.
No, because the books hasn't been done, been closed. We're still with the audit, so,
It's like the audit from hell.
It really is.
yes.
Yeah, but are those,
If I did give you a financial, it would be just estimate numbers. And, you know, it's not, don't want to give you estimate, because if I do the actual, it might change. Well, it will change.
okay, well, let's shoot for next month then. Hopefully the audit will be finished. Anything of note financially anyways, before we move on? Ina, nothing to,
No.
Is there a thing here about approving that money for the hotel?
I have the three.
It's on C. Procurement number C.
So we finished with old business?
The old this was just the timeline,
Okay.
and Ina discussed that.
So we can move on to new business.
Oh, here it is, this?
okay, so moving on then.
You want to start with that one?
A, B, and C, just go down.
Oh, that's C, okay. So A is MCO.
So just look at this number here.
This one has different format.
Number 45.
Number 45, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So basically, this one is, it's an MCO, it's procurement for MCO. It's FY 2024-RQ3-45, and it's mission critical equipment to replace the typhoon damaged studio to remote transmitter link for off the air broadcast. This equipment is the reason why we are not broadcasting on free TV right now. We thought that we needed, well, we needed internet, so we used, what did we do?
T.
Sorry, GTA came and they installed internet right underground to the system, but then we found out our equipment's so old it's not compatible with point to point, so we need to upgrade, and that was what we're procuring for now.
And is this isn't covered by any of your FEMA things?
No. Not this. The microwave is, which we'll be doing after this, but not this. So basically, the lowest quote. So
34,
right now, John Munya is requesting that. I have a letter here, really quick. I'll just read it.
There's very little difference between the two of them.
Yes.
Clark and Brian Coombs. Clark Road.
So basically, they would like to go with ITV Tech LLC. It is
A little bit more,
It is about $354
whatever.
or something like that. Different. There is a price difference, but the reasoning to go, it's within the 10% threshold, so we're still okay. But they would like to go with this company because this company has been able to properly diagnose the status of our outdated equipment. You know, everybody has just been giving us quotes for, you know, like what you could do to upgrade, but they were actually able to look at our equipment, resolve the issues with our equipment, and diagnose properly so we knew what was wrong, and then we could, you know, source.
This is the pieces of equipment, this
Yes,
point-to-point
yes.
studio to remote.
Yes. Also, this company was able to work with us over the phone and remotely to access tech and provide technical support, which other companies were not willing to do. And they did it for free. So we'd like to just use them since they're already so familiar with the equipment that we have in Barrigada. And
Certainly respect, John knows.
yeah, and we were able to get technical assistance from them anyway, so we know that we'll be able to, you know, like installing it will be much easier, especially because it has to be done remotely.
Okay.
So for this procurement, We'd like to go with ITV Tech LLC. The amount was $34,570.
I'll make a motion to approve FY 2024 RQ345 for Brian Combs
ITV.
ITV Techs for $34,570.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Joey raised
Joey.
his hand. Okay, and then the next one is our for MCO. It's for FY 2024-RQ3-47 for emergency generators. Also mission critical broadcast equipment. The equipment, the emergency, it's basically for emergency power loss due to natural disasters, times of emergency, or loss of power from GPA. So this funding was provided by CPB's as emergency disaster funding, right? From CPB. So we were able to procure to get the funding from them. The lowest bid goes to Guam Power Solutions. And this is for two 100 kW 3-phase 120 over, I don't know, dash 280 volt diesel fueled engines with a battery charger. And the lowest, they were $39,199 each. So we're getting two at $78,379. 78.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when it says NA, does that mean it's not needed, or they just don't sell the chargers?
They don't have.
Oh, yeah, the battery
Yeah, he
charger.
doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Sorry, it's not included.
Well, then we have to get that from somebody else?
Well, I mean, this thing is, so this generator will fuel us, this generator will power us for a week, this amount of generator. So, if we have the battery charger, we can maybe look for it later. He doesn't
What is
have
the
it.
purpose of the battery charger?
To charge the battery?
I think it's
Yeah,
just,
but which battery are you going to be charging? Is it?
I think it becomes then like an inverter system. I'm not sure. I can double check with John.
It's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot. I think that it's something we can look to upgrade later.
It's
Because,
like 190.
yeah.
The other.
The other
But
one's
also,
way more
you could see the price difference is so different. It's such a drastic difference in price.
Well, I will make the motion here for FY 2024 RQ3 number 47 for two diesel generators. We would go, I move that we go for Guam Power Solutions at $78,398.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You know what? Thank you, Joey.
Joey raised his hand. And finally, the travel reimbursement for 2024-30. It's FY 2024-38, and basically to reimburse hotel accommodations for myself, Sean Camacho, Kenji Yagi. Hotel accommodations were in excess of the allotted per diem given to the board. The amount is basically $580.33 per person, so total $1,741.
This to reimburse INA.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make that motion to reimburse Ina for personal payment she made to cover the NAB conference per diem that was not covered with the government rate at $1,741.
I second.
Just to clarify, the number noted on the requisition FY 202438.
For hotel.
Thank you, Mr.
Hotel,
And we had the amount, right? $1,741?
Yeah.
Okay, motion?
She made it.
I made the motion.
Second?
I second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Joey raised his hand. Thank you, Joey.
Yeah, that seems like a really big discrepancy. I understand that was out of your control, but it seems like something should be done.
Joey, are you on Guam or are you in? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Are you here?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
here.
Okay, he's still on island.
Okay. Other announcements and discussion?
Well, I'd just like to, for announcement, I'd like to extend an invitation, if you have the time, you busy people, for the St. Joseph in Olahan Fiesta that begins tonight all the way through Sunday.
Very nice piece you're wearing there, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Did you make that?
Oh, no, an up-and-coming artist, I didn't even get his name, but I think he
Oh,
did a really
wow.
good job, yeah.
It's nice.
Okay. I just have one thing to say, and that is I'm continually grateful and thankful to everyone on this board and everyone in this station for your time and effort and the love that you share with the station and our community. We're rolling towards some very big milestones that the station, as far as the station is concerned. I'm looking forward very much to the completion, Ina, of your projects. That's some of the best things to happen to the station in many years. So please note it. Please note that.
Thank you.
Thank
And I'd like
you.
to thank everyone for their support.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you.
Yes.
I always think of every time I have a crazy project or as it's moving along, I always have Donovan's voice in my head because when I first started, he pulled me aside and he was telling me, you need to leave a legacy. You have to think about what you want to do here. And at the beginning, when I first started, I was thinking like, what the heck can I possibly do here at PBS? Because I feel like, we were like a world away from where we are now.
Yes.
And, I wasn't, anyway, I just wanted to say, Chairman, that it really just motivates me to do that, to do everything that I do. I always have you in the back of my head, like, there needs to be some sort of legacy here, like, we need to do something.
Well, you've chosen well. I think everyone here would agree that we're very much thankful and grateful for the choice that you made.
One thing we really have to be concerned about is getting some more members.
Some more board members, yeah.
That too.
It's always like thin ice.
Yes.
Well, we pull it through. Right, senor? Right on, bro.
I hope
You're my
getting
man.
Better, friend. We miss you.
How are you? Oh, we can adjourn, though.
Adjourn.
Yeah, I can see how.
I hope he can hear us. 'cause
Next
all
meeting?
yours-
I'll move to adjourn.
Well, let's get the next meeting
Oh, the
scheduled.
next meeting first.
Judy, you're going to be gone, right?
Yeah, we won't be able
Yeah,
to do it
we'll be
in May because
So will I.
we have the 2 conference. She'll be gone from the 12th to the 18th. Then she leaves on
Yes.
the 20th.
PBMA. I don't know why PBMA is always like back to back, but we have the PBMA, which we really need to do, and I'm not looking forward to because that's where we talk about the grant.
Yeah, so.
And I know
that's
they're gonna
in-
talk. They're gonna
that's
ask
in
us
May.
about the audit.
And then FESPAC is in June.
She's going to be out until
Maybe after the 18th.
unless, the 26th, the 27th.
Of June?
And, yeah.
June?
Yeah. I'll
What
be
about a
back
week
by then.
before?
We'll be back.
June 27th is.
What about the 21st?
The 21st? No, she won't be back
The 20th.
because you'll be back on the 19th at
30th.
night.
Oh,
27th is good for me.
Yeah.
All right,
Back.
let's go
You'll
for
be
the
back too.
27th.
Yeah.
at 12:30.
Okay,
Of June?
27th of June?
May 2nd today.
So that's June 27th.
That's about when I'm going to be leaving.
We will have no meeting in May.
Except for today.
So then
27th.
Mayor Flor is coming back this month sometime, so she should be okay.
I think she was hoping the meeting was last week because she planned this trip to Korea. She's taking some Korean ladies. I mean, planned a long time ago, but I think she was here last week. So I'm sorry, what are you
June
saying?
27th, 12th.
June 27th, a Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
should.
very good.
I'm gonna be leaving probably shortly after that. Go see my grandson.
Grandsons are great. Okay, motion to adjourn.
Time is,
Need the motion first.
oh, motion.
I'll move to adjourn, and the time is 1:36.
Second.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
German.
And Mr.
And
Francis
it's
has
one-
raised his hand. Thank you,
If we
Joey.
can Put it in.
1 hour.
Nice to
Take
see you,
care,
man.
Joey. We miss you.
Thanks for
1:37.
being here today. Appreciate that.